and say, maybe go from here up to here with the fibs, expand this out a little bit. Yeah, maybe hit that 38.2 area. But it's not a good way to draw the fib because this hasn't acknowledged that that's the top yet. So we still haven't developed a swing high. So let's pull into the daily chart and see if things look the same. Go down here, we've got our daily chart set up. Yeah, it looks about right. You know, they're going to pull into here. We can see that there was a little bit of buying that happened at the end of the day to kind of catch this, make this more of a doji-looking pattern or doji candle more than anything else. But I would suspect that we're going to trickle down here next week and then go up. We shall see. All right, now moving over to the Qs. Let's look at the Q. Okay. So the Qs again. Let's go into the weekly. Let's look at our weekly drawings and see what we have. Oh, okay. This is kind of interesting. This 177 area is probably, we'll just have to see what happens. I mean, in my mind, this was a swing low, and now I'm heading up for a higher, making higher highs. And see what happens on the lows, the higher lows. But let's go to a daily chart, get a little bit better idea of what we're doing. And with the daily chart, we can see we have former resistance, didn't break above that high. So a little close below the low of the high here, and right at that previous support resistance area there. So, if this 180.35 can hold, I kind of think it's going to come down here and then maybe make a turn. We shall see. Now, we did the fib earlier. Let's do a fib on this one and just see what we have. All right, so yeah, we really haven't tagged the 38.2 or the 61.8. 23.6 is kind of where it wants to hold. Notice that's in a nice area. Very well could turn right here. We'll have to see what happens at the first part of next week. So let's move over to the diamonds, the Dow. Let's take a peek at that. It looks pretty much the same on the daily side. Let's start with a weekly chart, kind of a longer time frame. And let's see what our weekly drawings look like. Okay, right there. All right, so yeah, previous resistance is trying to hold that. Look at that, tag 1, tag 2, tag 3. So probably not much going to happen if it can't make its way above this line right here. And then if it, this is kind of an area right here. So we might draw us a little box here. And let's just call this, we'll call this a level of resistance. Just kind of show you how I do this in Thinkorswim. So let's see here, make this red. I usually like that color right there. So, okay. So that's going to give us, you can see we've got a good little resistance area. And, we go into the daily chart and see how that kind of manifests itself. Pretty strong. Let's go back down here to our daily chart and see what we have. So we've got a pretty significant turn. I mean, here's where we had our close below the low of the high, kind of gives us an indication that we're going to be pulling down. And we'll have to see if this layer, this weak support area holds. Let's take this and let's just move it over a little bit. See if we even like that line. Do we like that line? Yeah, we'll leave it there for right now. And this is concerning right here. Notice that we have our on-balance volume is breaking below that low. I don't know why I cannot draw on that right now, but that's the way it goes. Look at this volume here at the from Friday. So definitely some sellers involved. We'll have to see if it makes its way, what it's going to do with this low down here. We did a fib thing. Let's do a fib thing on this as well. So pull that up. You can see that 61.8 held up pretty good. It's trying to hold, kind of went down, touched that. Yeah, fibs are like third or fourth in line as far as what I like to look at. So that's that on the diamonds. Let's see. The last one is the Russell. What's happening with the Russell? Oh, look at that little diagonal resistance line there. Yeah, it's still holding off the weekly. Tagged it. We're on our weekly chart right here. You can see we've got an area here and an area here that we're going to have to contend with. The daily chart, you can pull into that. Let's put up a daily. And we can see, you know, pretty obvious resistance here. That 170 area. And then this is pretty weak support. You know, it could trickle down into here this week. We'll have to see. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'll get better at this over time, and sure enjoyed sharing it with you.